And unfortunately, the play order shown on the screen is incorrect, probably backwards because top seed got to pick order first. So once we get to the second game in this group, it should be correct. But right now, we've got Zach Wollins starting as player 1. He chose Tyrell for his house. Voof, I believe you're correct, assuming the players chose the last available position. We got Derek coming up to the machine, so for player 2, that is correct. Ace Pinball asked if the blocks are hard. No, it seems to be normal factory settings, which means you only have to hit one of the Tyrell targets to light lock for your first multi-ball. So Derek also chooses Tyrell as his house. Double danger pretty much right off the plunge. Some players have been short plunging in order to not validate the play field. Pretty short ball by Derek. I believe we have Jim Belcito up next. He's probably going to give the machine a minute for the tilt bob to stop swinging. So as I was saying, a lot of players have been short plunging to keep from hitting any switches on the playfield, which will keep from validating the playfield. If the ball drains before the playfield is validated, you get the ball back. So there's no normal ball saver enabled on this game right now. But there is that sort of unofficial ball saver that you can go for. Jim Belcito is now up at Game of Thrones. So Voof was exactly right. The play order is reversed from what's shown on the screen. Seems like most players have been going for either Tyrell or Martel houses. Tyrell gives you a lit in lane, and every time you roll over the lit one, it'll increase your combo multiplier. It can be switched with the flippers. And Jim chose Martel mode, which once per ball will give you an add a ball during multi-ball. You can choose when to take that add a ball by pressing the action button. Some nice saves by Jim using the very tip of the flipper. Locks his first ball for a Blackwater multi-ball. Probably might be waiting to start a mode until he's in multi-ball. At least that's what I'd be doing. He's got an outlane ball saver by hitting that 3 bank of targets that lights both outlanes for a ball save, which is a great thing to have. Locks the second ball, starts Winter is Coming, which is pretty distracting on this game. The flashers are quite bright. He collects it. There's that outlane ball save. Now he could try to light an additional mode here in case he wants to take something else into multi-ball. And that's end of ball 1 for Jim. We now have the correct play order on screen. Let's see which house Andre's going to pick. Looks like Tyrell. And another danger right at the start of the ball, just like Jim had. Right on Tron, you can see a statue of Zach Sharp. Andre's jumped into Martel plus Tyrell modes in single ball play, which is a little riskier than waiting until you're in multi-ball, but for Tyrell mode you need to be hitting those that 2 bank of stand-up targets on the right where the green lights are, which is where you light your lock anyway, so it's not a bad mode to play while you're working toward multi-ball. I'm sorry, that's Lannister, not Martel mode. Lannister is a mode where you hit these small stand-up targets in between the major shots to light the shots on either side of the stand-up target for points, and you collect enough of those and you beat the mode. Right, that's animatronic Zach Sharp playing on Tron. We're only able to afford to get the hands to move, though. Not sure how he walked off there. Looks like that was a Lord of Light outlane ball save. Andre's leading the other players already on his ball 1, but with 83 million, he's probably going to need to. It's probably not going to be a winning score in this game. I think all the players will do better on some of their subsequent balls. Lights his third lock, collects his third lock, and starts Blackwater multi-ball. In Blackwater multi-ball, you have the 5 major shots lit for jackpots. Once you collect all 5 of those, the battering ram, which is the one with the blue blinking arrow, will be lit for super jackpot, which can be pretty valuable, especially if you have a playfield multiplier going, which is also advanced by hitting that battering ram. Unfortunately, Andre doesn't get to the super jackpot. Andre's just collected a Winner is Coming on the center ramp. Winner is Coming is hurry up, started by shooting a major shot, I believe 4 times. Wax333 in the chat says pirate flag, juggling balls, octopus. I think that might be a Pirates of the Caribbean thing. Not sure. All right, thanks, Wax. That's cracking. Compared to the other players, that was a relatively fantastic ball. Ball 1 for Andre. Not a terrible total game score even. Time for Zach Wallens to come up to Game of Thrones. We have 2 Zachs playing pretty much side by side. Zach starts a 2x playfield multiplier by hitting the battering ram. Locks his second ball for Blackwater. He's got some good stuff lined up. He's got some decent multipliers. Got, I believe, his 3rd lock lit. Time to execute on all that. Lights Lannister with the 3rd shot to the center ramp. Lannister, again, is the mode where you hit the targets in between the major shots, or, as is more likely, miss your major shots and hit them along the way. It's great mode to be playing during multi-ball because you're going to be hitting a lot of those as you fling the balls around. Wow, Zach triple drains right at the start of that multi-ball. Luckily, oh wow, game reset. If anybody can do a clip on the stream that would be much appreciated. So the game just reset in the middle of ball 2. We'll see if the scores can be recovered. If the scores can be recovered, then they'll stick for ball 1, and the players will play 2 more balls, including adding Zach's existing score onto his. He gets to continue his second ball and also play a third. If anybody can clip the pre-multi-ball scores. I got a pen. Brian, I've got a pen and paper here. I'm going to get Zach's score of 61,305,260. P2.
Ball what? What?
All 2, I think it's player
1. Thank you, Scribble. So, right, it's player 1. So player 2, 2,654,380. Player 3, I think that's 18,921,720.
I'm doing this wrong. And then, yeah, so 2, what was it? 2, 6, 5, 4.
4380. Player 3, I believe 18821,720. Player 3 is 381,191,670. Thank you so much, Foof and Scribble. Actually,
Did you see this note? I mean,
I can try to adjust that in between rounds or something. So, where are we? Zach Wollens is continuing his effective ball 2. Voofoof in chat asks, can they even use those scores due to progress and such? Yes, in fact, under the IFPA Popper rule set that we're using for this tournament, and most pinball tournaments use, if exact game scores can be recovered from some point during the game, those scores will carry over, and if progress is lost, it's basically tough luck. Now, in some cases, you might want to lose progress, like getting easier locks for your first multi-ball. Zach's having a pretty nice multi-ball at 180 million. They will not play all 3 balls on this game. Their ball 1 scores are locked in from the pre-reset game. They'll be playing balls 1 and 2 on this game, adding those scores together with their ball the single ball from the previous game, and that will be their 3-ball total. They get to reselect their houses, which I'm guessing the players will generally select the same houses they had before, but could change strategy depending on how they've seen the game playing. Derek Lipkin goes for the short plunge to a trap. Gets the ball back under control. He's got his first lock lit, collects his first lock. Shows some trust in letting that ball bounce over, but goes out the out lane, and he finishes what is technically ball 2 with a little less than $500,000. Once again, the players played out their ball 1s, and on ball 2, player 1, the game spontaneously reset. So they'll be playing what is shown as ball 1 and ball 2 on this game, and adding those scores to the scores that we were able to capture from the stream from before the reset happened. Thank you very much to Voof Voof and Scribble. Just like last time, Jim's letting the tilt bob settle for a bit. Once again, he's going with Martel. I see Martel as a little bit of a risk-reward choice, because if you don't get a multi-ball, any given ball, or especially given game, you didn't get anything out of it. Jim didn't get a multi-ball on ball 1, but he must still think that Martel mode is valuable. And it can be quite valuable to extend the Blackwater multi-ball when you've got Super Jackpot lit. It can be hundreds of millions of points. It can also be fantastic to have in Hand of the King, which is a multi-ball that's lit by a multi-ball is lit by completing 4 of the 7 houses. Yeah, Jim had 2 balls locked in ball 1, and he starts ball 2 with 0 balls locked. Which is unfortunate, but can be dealt with. He decides to wait before starting any modes, probably until he's in multi-ball. Lights his 3rd lock. Now he's got that 3rd lock. He's going to start multi-ball, and looks like he's going to bring Lannister and Martel modes with it, which are pretty great choices. Lannister is great because he'll hit a lot of those targets when you've got all those balls flying around the multi-ball. Martel is a mode where you shoot the orbits and collect at the center ramp, which are shots you need to make for jackpots and multi-ball anyway. To light the super jackpot, he wants to hit each major shot one time to collect its jackpot, and then super jackpot will be lit on the battering ram. He's still in ball save. Collecting some Martel shots. And there's that super jackpot. Super jackpot stays lit for a period of time before where you can collect it as many times as you can by hitting the battering ram. And after it times out, you are back to collecting the individual jackpots on the major shots. There's that add ball. Used it right as he was draining down to one ball. It starts a ball save, so you actually get 2 balls back plus the 1 ball added back in for 3 balls, and that's the end of his Blackwater multi-ball. He's still got 3x playfield lit from his multi-ball. It does time out eventually if you don't hit the battering ram, so it's good to get another mode going, get those points multiplied. Continues on Lannister and Martel. Lannister progress carries over, and I believe Martel, you have to start over again. But it's 3 shots to the orbits and a shot to either ramp to complete Martel. There's 3 shots and his 1 shot. Gets control. He collected a sword at that right ramp. Collecting swords increases the maximum shot multiplier that the game will let you have. He started the Stark mode, where you want to shoot either ramp, I believe at least 3 times, but you can keep going for more and more points, and then collect that value on an orbit or drain without collecting. Andre's coming up for what is actually ball 2. Wax suggests how about divisional rankings in IFPA, like baseball/sports, and then championship playoff thing at the end. Wouldn't that be fun? It sounds kind of similar to the state championship series, where the top 16-point earners in a year for each state that runs a championship. The top 16 playoff, and the winner of that match goes to the U.S. National Championship. And I believe the winner or top 2 finishers of each country's championship go to the IFPA World Championships.
There's a good way Ghostbusters is going to show up very soon too. So I think we're going to have to choose words.
Okay.
That's my thinking.
Star Wars group is done with their game. Unfortunately, very unfortunately, we're going to have to move the camera off of Game of Thrones because a group needs to play Star Wars, which is in the spot where we have the camera set up. So we'll be right back with another game, and I'll try to keep you updated on Game of Thrones. Now, unfortunately, I'm not that familiar with the rules of Star Wars, so chat, feel free to help me out. And I'll see if I can get another one of our commentators in here who might know the rules a little better. Carl Player 1 is choosing his hero, which is a little, in some ways, similar to choosing your house on Game of Thrones, but I think it just narrows down which of the movie scene modes you get to play. Also similar to Game of Thrones, you light a mode, actually a set of modes, by shooting one of the major shots 3 times. You also get to pick a mode, and you can stack modes from 2 different ladders. Alex Monte, Player 2. Collects TIE Fighters for his skill shot, which lights a hurry up, where when you collect it, you mash the action button to collect more TIE Fighters, and at a certain number of TIE Fighters, you start a multi-ball. There he is, mashing that button. Try and trap up to mash that button, and seems like he got decent value out of that. With 3 shots to the Endor ramp, he's lit his Endor missions, which he chooses to pass on, perhaps wanting to light another one of the mode ladders. I'm going to try to adjust the camera. Hopefully we'll drop fewer frames on the playfield camera now that we'll transmit a little bit. Colin Urban looping that Endor ramp. He starts one of his Endor modes and one of the purple modes. Sorry, I'm not sure what they're called. You can stack 2 modes at a time on this game. There's color changing arrow inserts on the playfield. Thank you, Death Star mode. Thanks, Chad. And Booth says you can stack modes and not multi-balls. Makes sense. Patience with the dead bounce. He shoots the right scoop for a mystery, which should be deterministic since this is in tournament mode. In normal play, it's random reward. He's got a nice trap to mash that button for the TIE Fighter hurry up. There's a virtual kickback on the right lane. good nudge to get it out of the outlane area, inlane outlane area. He gives it a second to let the tilt bob settle down. Got the ball of the Death Star right now to select one of those Death Star modes to start, and looks like it's a multi-ball mode. It's a good thing he's got that ball save. He's drained 5 balls in a 2-ball multi-ball, 6 balls, presses and holds the action button to add a ball. Normally the action button enables or disables shot multipliers. You can move the shot multipliers around with the flippers when they're disabled. In multi-ball, you can press and hold the action button to add the ball. A little bit like the Martel mode in Game of Thrones. That multi-ball did not last too long for him, but looks like he's got all of his Endor missions complete. There should be a multi-ball waiting for him there, if I understand this game correctly. It's playing video mode, trying to dodge those asteroids. I believe this is a fairly recent addition to the code. Pretty impressive graphics for a video mode compared to the DMD era. Vuvu points out that Colin switched his shot multiplier before going to video mode, which is good, but after that his ball comes to an end pretty quickly. Or maybe he didn't move the multiplier. Either way, it's a good idea to do that. Per Schwarzenberger, player 4. See which hero he chooses. I believe R2-D2 has been the popular choice, at least before the 1.0 code. I'm guessing people like to choose R2-D2 and then loop that Endor ramp so they can get an Endor mode and finish their one Endor mode needed for getting the multi-ball for completing all those modes. Chat, are you able to read the scores on that screen? I'm actually not able to quite see them from my view here. One of the downsides of the newer LCD display games. You can see a little bit of the action over on Game of Thrones still. believe they're on what is effectively ball 3. I'm not positive. Pear gets some of the TIE Fighters as he's draining. I'm going to try and get some scores for you guys. So Carl's starting ball 2 with 18 million. Alex Monte has about 80 million after ball 1. Colin Urban has 600 and something million, and Pear is close to 200 million after ball 1. Carl didn't have a great ball 1, but he did win the first game in this group. That first game was Medieval Madness. If there's a tie in points for advancing, then we have a one-game tiebreaker, as we saw in the previous round. Zach Wollens doesn't sound very happy about what happened in Game of Thrones. Looks like their Game of Thrones is actually on ball, what their effective ball 3 is right now. And Alex starts TIE Fighter multi-ball right as he drains, which is fantastic timing. The TIE Fighter multi-ball is started by collecting a certain number of TIE Fighters. I believe it's about 35 now. It changes a little bit with each code update, it seems. I'm sorry to tell you that I actually don't know what the jackpots are on TIE Fighter multi-ball, but the flashing arrows are probably good to hit. Presses and holds the action button to try and get an out of ball, but he didn't get it. I'm not sure if it wasn't lit or it just ran out of time. What'd you end at? Colin Urban with a healthy lead around 600 million, which is about 3 times the next best score. Starting ball 2. Choosing his skill shot award. He goes for light Hoth missions. Will save him from having to shoot the Hoth shot 3 times. And his ball 2 wasn't as great as ball 1. That lead might hold up pretty well still. Now we've got a player camera. Per Schwarzenberger has a quick ball 2. Per can maintain second place. That'll give him 8 points at the end of this round, which is not a bad place to be after 2 games. Star Wars just didn't really work out for Carl. He's still got 8 points at the end of game 2 in this round. How often does someone crack their head out in those beams? Not too often, as far as I know. There used to be a wall there. It's a lot nicer now that that's opened up. Let's see if we can turn the exposure down on this webcam a little bit. Hopefully it's a little better. Wax says engineering confused dreidel face. I'm not up on all the emojis, so I'm not quite sure what that means. If I'm able to see that correctly, it looks like Alex might be at 300 million right now, which is looking fairly good for this game. Wow. Ball jumps over the rail into the shooter lane, shoots back out and into the left out lane. I was mistaken when I said that it looked like Alex had 300 million. He finishes with about 260 million for third place on this game. So right now, we know that going into the next round, Carl has 8, Alex will have 4, Colin will have at least 10, if not 12. If he maintains this first place lead he has in Star Wars, he'll have 12 points. And Pear will have either 8 or 10 points, depending on whether he's able to catch Colin. Colin's got some great reflexes there. Flipping the ball just before it goes past the point of no return. He got that ball going just in time, and now he's started TIE Fighter multi-ball, which gives him a new ball save. Hey Pinball Live, thanks for tuning in. Right. Looks like he's over $1 billion now, but can never be too sure about these LCD scores. They're hard to read. Looks like Game of Thrones is over. Try to get you the result. Try and get you Colin's score. finishes the game with 1.3 billion, which, as far as I know, is pretty good score on Star Wars in general, let alone set up tough like this for a tournament. Pair needs about 1 billion points to catch up. If he doesn't, then Colin will have 12 points going into the third game of the round, which should guarantee him advancement. First shoots the... Oh! Gets the TIE Fighter hurry up, starts button mashing, but isn't able to catch the ball. So the scores will be entered and we'll have updated standings on screen soon. Get you updated standings here. There is a combination where Colin Urban could get in a tiebreaker to move on, but he's guaranteed to at least get a tiebreaker, if not just advance into the next round. Colin can avoid last place on Fathom, he'll advance. Colin almost locks the ball at the top lock. Nice post pass. The position of in-lanes and out-lanes are reversed on this game compared to most other pinball games. He releases a second ball, which doubles the playfield scoring. Gets a nice spin on the spinner during that short multi-ball, and there's that in-lane that's actually an out-lane. Good ball, one score of about 490,000. Alex locked the ball on the right. Similar to Collins' ball, but doesn't get to release it. Now this game does have lock stealing, so Carl will be able to release that ball. Going into ball 2, most of the players haven't built up great scores yet. Collins got a nice lead with 500,000 points. Carl gets a good rip on the spinner, but unfortunately it's not lit yet. To light it, he would have to shoot that stand-up target above the upper flipper. Now Alex has the right lock available now, I believe. Releases the top ball lock, double playfield. Gets some decent value out of that multi-ball that went pretty quickly. Sorry for the overexposure, folks. This is a lot of varying light conditions depending on the machine. Oh. Nice ball by Alex. Good bonus. Sorry, I blinked and missed most of that ball 2 for Colin. He's pretty much tied with Alex for ball 2. Alex takes a refreshing gulp of water. This pair gets in the proper stance for ball 2. Pair has locked a ball in the top saucer. He needs to hit these 3 drop targets that are in line leading up to that ball to release it for 2-ball multi-ball and double profile scoring. There's also got his right saucer available to lock the ball, I think. Starts with 2-ball multi-ball. It's a pinball. lasted a little bit longer than some other players' multi-balls. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's got the spinner lit yet. To light the spinner, he has to hit a stand-up target that's above the upper flipper to the left of that right lane.
Like the spinner's what, the 3 targets, right?
To light the spinner?
Yeah.
It's this stand-up.
Oh, the stand-up, that's right.
I think this multi-ball is lasting longer than the entire sum of the other players' multi-balls. It's hard with this overexposure to tell whether he's got the spinner lit.
Oh, no, I can tell you it's not. Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
We've got Johnny here to
go.
tell
Now
us
he
that's
just
not.
lit it. He just lit
All
the
right.
spinner.
So now,
now it's
unfortunately,
getting
drains
lit.
out of multi-ball right as that spinner gets lit for big points, but even in single ball play, it's pretty valuable given how well it spins.
How did you know that I'm on?
But I mentioned your name once. I don't know.
What the heck? What's up, people? What's up? Woof woof. Oh, that's gotta be Raymond. That's the kitty.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Oh, woof woof, and with the cat? You don't think so? Might be Raymond.
I don't think it's Raymond, but
I know your voice. Scary. Nice job, man.
nice ball by pair, putting him at least 1.2 million ahead of the other players.
And now for Carl, this is a do or die, right? Yeah, not that Raymond. It's the other Raymond. I told you.
Oh!
Uh-huh.
There's another Raymond?
There's another Raymond. I believe Carl needs what? He needs a win, doesn't he?
He might be
8
okay
points.
with second, right?
Well, with second, he'll put him at 12 points. Pierre, he just has 1.7. Colin is at 12, so yeah, he needs a win. Colin needs a win. Because if he gets second, that will give him 5 points. He'll put it on 13. Colin will have to get last place. Yes, the only way will be a second
Right.
when Colin gets a last place. So right now, let's see, do they have a ball lock right now, or? They have one, right? Oh, that's it. Sorry.
Carl finishes at 268,000 for
Listo. It's time for food.
fourth place in the game.
See, now we can go eat. Jim is still in, yeah. Oh, Jim is yeah. So that's it for Carl. And I guess Colin is automatically in. That's it. The game is over.
Yep.
The game is over. Yeah.
Now these, even if the players don't advance, it still is important how many points they get because that'll determine their ranking in the
Final
final
ranking.
standings.
Yeah.
So even though it's a little less at stake,
Yeah,
they still
now
want to
it's,
have
a lot of points or.
some good balls here.
Boom.
Top 16 win $26 at least.
That's half of what the country ticket would have cost.
Well, I'll say about
I just
adding
bought
you.
in. I was a pink shooter.
First place is $650, by the way.
I decided to crash the party. Yes.
I thought it'd be nice.
Huh?
I thought it'd be nice and let you have a little. I can probably do it on the list.
I want to go eat. I'm hungry.
It's finishes at 6:59, which is either third or second place, depending on how Colin does. I think, Vufuf, you were correct that if Per had taken third and Alex had taken first, we would have had a tiebreaker, but that is no longer a possibility. Colin is guaranteed to advance at this point. Has a quick ball 3. Per takes a victory plunge. So Per and Colin are advancing to the round of 18.
Yeah, so we're on game 3 for this group. Yeah, everyone still has a chance, but Zach and Jim look to be in the best shape. And who was... Let's see, we're on player 3. I didn't happen to see the scores yet.
Yeah, another game where it's tough to see the scores. But it is a great game.
I really like Baywatch. Yeah, it was in the final round.
Do you know? I saw there was a sign on there that only the top lane skip shot works. Do you know if that's like intentional or?
I don't know. I didn't even notice that sign because you don't go for any other skill shot anyway on this game. The other thing about this game is the pops are super active. So you want to start your multi-ball on ball 3. You'll just get a couple 100 million just from pop hits. Yeah, ball 1. Yeah, you usually don't go for your locks to light them. There's stand-ups kind of in the middle, but your locks will be lit after ball 2. I like to... So three shots to any of the major shots will start a mode. I like the one that is the lock shot, but the locks knock you out of it is a nice mode. So
do you wait till a lock shot is lit to go for that?
I try to do that. Value? I try to do that on ball. No, it won't give you credit for the modes when it's a lock shot as well. You have to do it before locks are lit. I try to do that on ball 1. It's a tough shot though. And there's also a mode if you hit all the major shots once, which can be pretty valuable.
Right, it's kind of rows and columns, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's nice to get some points on balls 1 and 2 in this, but it's generally like a ball 3 game with the pops and most people probably aren't going to start their multi-ball until ball 3. So looks like Jim just needs the far right shot to start the guard million. So let's see if he goes for that. And yeah, this game, it's pretty. I think it's pretty tough to post pass on. So okay. So he started his guard millions and then drained right away, unfortunately. But player 4, let's see if we can see the scores. Player 1 looks to be a little over 100, and then players 2 and 3 are, that's not a significant difference in score at this point in the game.
The 3 skill shots is
Yeah, so
100.
So Andre needs to finish 2 spots higher than Zach to make it up, get a tiebreak. So yeah, he really wants to win this. So yeah, you're going to see everybody go for the top lanes because it goes up 10 million each time. So it'll go 10, 20, 30, and then after you get on ball 3, there's a 50 million bonus for getting them all, and then it starts squid pops, which is 2 million a pop, which can be a lot of points if you start a multi-ball.
Good old Data East pop bumper points.
And yeah, this is one of the few games here with a ball save.
Right. Andre
And
is the...
yeah, it takes a danger, bumps it out. This may be only 1 danger in this game.
Last year it was set to 2 dangers, but...
Yeah,
I'm not sure they did
I
the
remember
same
going
trick
through the
this
settings.
year.
They would have like an IFBA tournament mode, a Papa tournament mode, or something strange. So yeah, you can see the pops are pretty active. That's yeah, it looks like he's going for that left ramp mode. It's CPR mode, which starts a mode where like the ramp, you have to hit all 3 ramps, and it's worth, I want to say like 190. It's a little under 200 million if you finish it. Yeah, so the stand-ups like the lock, but you don't generally see people going for them, and your locks will be lit on ball 2. And I think if you don't cash in any locks on ball 2, I believe it spots you one of the ones you need on ball 3.
Okay.
And yeah, the lock is that the guard tower. It lowers kind of, I believe, so it's a little easier.
A big ramp versus a medium ramp.
It's a little easier to make for the lock than just the ramp. And all right, he got a ball save for something. I didn't see what. I know there's a lot of odd ball saves on this.
Oh, and a laser kick. Nice.
Yeah, laser kick. To relight is those. And
Is it the...
those red
red
I think they're stand-ups on the far right side. You see like the surfboard.
very
things.
common design for how to relight the kickback.
Yeah,
Just
so.
high speed.
So yeah, nobody really cracked too much. I think that's is that a 102 for Zach? But and yeah, you want to make sure you get your skill shots, and
Definitely that could cost you a position or 2.
yeah, actually. I set the high score here in this in the earlier round, but I went to put my initials in and double registered, so it's JMM on there. I think it must have just reset. It was only like 1 billion points, so it wasn't like a crazy high score. So yeah, I believe on ball 2 you need 3 locks to start multi-ball, but if you don't get them all, then you only need 2 on ball 3. And yeah, he needs 1 more for his guard millions. This is Jared Garvey talking right now. I just got knocked out of the tournament, and
I'm Tim Dupinski. I got knocked out a little while earlier.
So he's probably going to try to start guard millions here, I'm guessing. He needs that right ramp for it. And he's actually one shot away from, he's one shot away from a lot of modes here.
Oh.
Fresh Poetic is playing in this game now, so he's not on the commentators.
He is actually about to play his second ball.
Yeah, so it looks like Zach finished at about 170 something, it looks like, which it's going to come down to who plays a multi-ball well on most likely ball 3 for most people.
Now, is there a possibility of a three-way tie at 11? Get 1, 7, 5, 3? Yeah. So there's a
probably
very
possible,
specific
yeah.
finishing
Yeah.
order that'll give us a three-way tiebreaker. Probably won't happen.
Yeah, rough ball for Derek. Nothing really going, so I don't think he has any locks, so he'll need to hit that tower twice on ball 3 to get his multi-ball. Yeah, so Jim's stepping up. He started his guard millions and then drained right away.
So he doesn't get it back, right?
He
needs to complete the whole grid.
there's another mode for doing them the second time all the way through. I don't know that one as well. I think it may be a multi-ball, but I forget exactly how it works.
Yeah, Bowen did a great Baywatch tutorial a little while ago that explains all this. And
rough ball for Jim as well. But yeah, Jim's not definitely through either. He could end up in a tiebreak. I think he may be guaranteed at least a tiebreak. Yeah, this tournament's always like mid-December, like a little bit before Christmas.
Yeah, just before Christmas. Yeah. There was also recently San Francisco Fall Classic.
That was a couple weeks ago.
Next year.
Yeah, I think we will. Like we don't know the state of that location if it's going to be available. You were considering trying to do one in the spring as well, like something similar. It won't be as big as this, but it was a decent size. What do we have? I think we had like 40-some people play.
Not bad.
So, big move, and that survives it.
Maybe we'll get to find out whether this is set to 2 warnings.
Yeah, so Cash is in 1 lock. Yeah, he'll need 2 more to do it on this ball.
Now, if he gets 1 lock, one of the 3 locks here, does it?
I believe he only needs
one
1 on the last ball if he only cashes in 1.
If he gets 2 here,
I think it's still just 1. It doesn't automatically start when you plunge. Well, it doesn't say pair anymore for initials. It says JMM because I screwed up putting my initials in.
Shark flip.
Shark. So that's 2 laps. Let's see if he goes for his multi-ball on this wall. Yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing he was going for a multi-ball and missed it, but we'll see. Starts his multi-ball, so...
All right.
So all the major shots are lit for a jackpot. I think it starts at 30 million. When you hit a jackpot, if you hit another one in quick succession, they're doubled for a short period of time.
Is there a super jackpot?
Yeah, if you finish all of them, it'll light like a super jackpot under that mini flipper, the shark hole. And if you get that, I think it lights a double super at the side ramp, which is really hard to get. But and I think the super is just the total value of your jackpots, but I'm not positive on that. So yeah, hitting a lot of jackpots. Only has that far left orbit to light his super.
Oh, laser kick.
So the thing about this is that, like, Andre likely needs to win this game, and starting his multi-ball on ball 2, he's missing out on a lot of pop
So he
points.
won't-
Still pretty solid though.
yeah,
I think he's
yeah.
at a little 400 million, but
So ball 3, he'll have 0 locks.
yeah, and it looks like he relit one of them. I rarely play more than one multi-ball in this. I'm guessing you have to relock each individual one, but I'm not positive on that.
By lighting the locks at the stand-ups.
Yeah, there's a
It's a bank of stand-ups to the left.
So
of
he starts
the
guarding
right rim.
million, so it's basically 50 million hurry up on every shot, and it counts down. So you want to hit some shots early.
Definitely.
Expect right ramp? No, it goes to the center ramp. So yeah, getting some good points early. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a bonus or not for finishing this. But we may see it. Find out.
He just has the guard tower left.
Yeah, that's probably the toughest one.
Because you have to, it doesn't have the ramp.
Yeah, the
flap
ramp's
open, right?
at like the highest, so it's probably it's easiest to hit from a moving ball. Yeah, 184 million from that. So
That's probably just a total, not a separate bonus.
yeah, no, I don't think that. So he's over 700 million, so that's a really good score on this. So, but yeah, he also needs some help to advance as well.
He needs to be 2 positions ahead of Zach, right? Or
Yeah,
Yeah.
2. If he finishes 2 above Zach, he would get a tie break. If he got first and Zach was in last, he would be ahead of him. So, let's see. Let's see if I assume he's going to try to start another mode. Or oh, it looks like the stand-up's lit his next 2 locks, so he needs 2 more shots for another multi-ball, well, now he has 2 more shots for a multi-ball in ball 3.
at least
and
his lit locks will carry over, right? Probably.
I-
Maybe not for
I'm-
the second one.
I would say it's pretty likely. I don't know for sure. So yeah, now we're on ball 3. So the top lanes, if you get them, will give you the 30 million plus a 50 million bonus for 3 of a kind, and then start squid pops. So now the pops are 2 million each. So Zach really wants to start multi-ball here. And yeah, it's tough to post pass. You can backhand it, which yeah, he just did. All right. Starts his multi-ball, like that's if you start your multi-ball on ball 3, you're almost definitely going to beat anybody who doesn't play a multi-ball in this game.
You hear the squid pops all the way over here.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's already got 100 million just on pops here without hitting a single shot. And he probably wants to hit a shot though.
Why not?
Oh yeah, I think he was over 400 million just
Wow.
before. Yeah, 500 million. Yeah, those pops are just super active. Like, so out of it, but yeah, he's glad he started a multi-ball. But I'll go run up and try to see the exact scores.
Yeah, thanks.
Zach's at 588 million, and yeah, Derek just over 200 right now. And yeah, that's
No multi-ball for Derek.
yeah that hurts Andre too, because now Andre, I think at best can get a tiebreaker with Zach.
If Jim finishes.
if Jim finishes above Zach but behind Andre.
Jim needs to finish somewhere above 500-600 million.
And Derek's out now. So Jim's stepping up 120. Looks like I think it looks like he needs to hit 2 locks to start his multi-ball. I think those flashing lights above the tower means he's got one, and the 2 flashing ones I think he needs to hit. Gets his 3 of a kind, starts his pops. And I think that officially puts Jim through now as well. Yeah, let's see if he tries to backhand the lock. Yeah, nails it. Yeah, one more for multi-ball. Yeah, Andre definitely rooting for Jim here. Yeah, misses.
This is the guard tower.
Yeah, stuff and gets it. Yeah, Andre's happy right now because there's a very good chance he's going to pass Zach if he has a decent multi-ball.
He doesn't want him to pass him by too much.
Well, he doesn't want Andre. He doesn't want him to pass him, but Andre's still in pretty good shape for a big ball 3 as well.
Right.
If he needs it.
Major squid pop points. So
yeah, no jackpots yet.
Million.
Baywatch is a tough game. There's not many easy shots on it.
You think it makes sense to intentionally drain during ball save to get more balls in the bumpers?
I don't know. It's so tough to tell how long your ball save is on this game too.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't know if more balls in there would help. Sometimes they crash into each other and So what's he at? Did he pass that?
Like
600. So Andre wants him to drain right now because I believe he's ahead of Zach. Zach was at upper 500, so things as of right now are looking pretty good for Andre. And let's see what he goes for now. Probably starting one of the other modes. He's one shot away from the right orbit mode, which it looks like he's going for that.
What is the right orbit mode?
It's been a while. So this game hasn't been here, and we just brought out for this tournament. I believe that's the one where you have to hit the shark stand-up targets, but I'm not positive. Oh no, it's tidal wave. You have to hit the side ramp, so this is tough. Yeah, there's not many good feeds to the side ramp on this game. I think you have to hit that orbit and like hope it makes it all the way around. Yeah, so it should kick it all the way around, but like most Baywatches, it like just doesn't really work right. Yeah, I was wondering if he was gonna. So he drains out. So looks like we're gonna have a tie break. I was wondering if he was gonna consider.
Didn't catch Andre?
I don't think he did. It seems.
Okay, this is over.
So
Yeah, so I believe Andre has an order choice, so I'm guessing Zach will be player 1 on here. And we'll try to be kind of quiet because we're pretty close to this.
there's that row of inline drop targets on the upper right. You're probably going to see both players going for those a lot to advance their bonus multiplier.
Yeah, and that also increases the value of your spinner on the left. You can get that up to 2,000 a spin if you get down all your drop targets.
The left spinner, and I think also the center spinners, which are risky, advance
They
your
advance your bonus. One of them's lit to advance your bonus. You can see the left one's currently lit.
I see. This is a Valley game with super bonus where I think at 20, 30, and 40 million,
Yeah.
your bonus will carry over to the next ball.
Yeah, you can see those lights in the play field above the main ones there. Yeah, your saucer gives you 3 bonus advances, I think. So, yeah, let's see if he's comfortable tap passing. Yeah, it looks like
Maybe he's
it's
going
not
for
bad.
that super bonus on ball 1.
Yeah, you get 3 bonus advantages. It's always nice to
Yeah.
have it on ball 1. And gets a couple saucers, yeah. Oh, nice save there. And yeah, he's had 2x bonus now. And hits the unlit one, so.
Is that 19? Okay, so he's got his 20 million super
Yeah,
bonus.
so that's what you're always happy if you get the 20 million to start with.
So he's guaranteed at least 20 million on each
And
of ball 2 and 3.
yeah, rips that one. And yeah, what happened there? Did he? I thought it went all the way through, but I didn't remember him getting all the drop targets down. I couldn't
insane.
tell.
It
exactly
almost
what
looked like it jumped over the drop targets,
Yeah.
but maybe one just looked like it was up when it wasn't. He
Yeah, I
didn't
think
get
the last
5X.
one didn't register and it went in the saucer and reset. I'm not sure exactly what happened.
'Cause it looks like he's got 2x lit, or is that 3x? I think. Finishes spawn
Yeah, I think
globe.
he's at 3x, but I didn't give him the 5. But yeah, this is a great ball one on this game. Yeah, another nice save there. Yeah, in lane. Yeah, this is just a great ball.
Great ball
on
for
this one.
sure.
Yeah, nailing that spinner. Yeah, yeah. I guess
Got
he
just
didn't get
about
the
max
2,000
bonus.
spins because he didn't get the 5x, but it's still 1,000 spin.
Oh.
And I'm assuming extra balls are off, but yeah, that's the free throw saucer. I think it gives it a 25,000.
So now he should have 5x, right? Unless it still didn't register.
Yeah, that was a great ball. I mean, yeah, we'll ask him after the game if he saw exactly what happened. But yeah, something weird happened with those drops. But I'm sure Zach's pretty happy with that ball. And yeah, Andre stepping up. He needs a big ball. Andre psyching himself up.
Testing out flippers.
Ooh. Yeah,
House
gets
ball.
housed. And yeah, Zach's stepping up 40 million in the bank if he doesn't tilt, which is always nice. So yeah, those drop target multipliers even more valuable than usual.
Excuse me.
And yeah, that spinner not super valuable for him now, as you can see. He already has a lot of bonus in the bank. He mostly wants multipliers and tilts it. Or, oh no, I thought it was a tilt.
Still
No,
does.
it's just a... Yeah, so Zach said it during that ball, it ended up like hopping over and going in the saucer and resetting it, so he didn't get the 5S. Yeah.
Almost the
Andre-
second house ball, but saved
But
that
yeah,
one.
group the spinner, get some advances, which
Again.
yeah, he's gonna need some big bonus and long ball. So and yeah, not much you could do on that one. Yeah, so Andre's gonna need a monster ball 3 to even catch Zach's current score, and yeah, Zach just should, even if he gets a house ball, he'll still have 40,000 more. Which, yep, he didn't want to tilt that because that's just another 40 in the
Free
bank for
40
him.
million, yeah. Well, Andre will need about 540,000. 520,000.
Yeah, what's your max bonus on this? 49 times 5, and then need a lot of 2,000 spins. And yeah, you pick up a lot of points along the way too, like the saucer.
But if he can get up to that max bonus, max multiplier, he'll have collected some good points along the way. It's possible.
Oh no, it's definitely possible. John Del Zappa in the final.
I've done it. If I can do it,
ball
Andre
one.
can do it.
Yeah, this was generally, well, I mean, all Harlems are hard, but like a lot of the games were made a lot harder for this tournament, and I feel like this one played fairly similar to how it usually plays, which is still hard.
Which is fairly hard, yeah.
Yeah, Andre trying to post
pass.
pass. No, he was trying to
that was a
post
post pass?
Yeah.
Or attempted?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't look completely comfortable in this game. But yeah, he's
Guys, max multiplier.
2,000 spinners now at the left. Yeah, that left flipper
Somehow
kind
misses
of,
the saucer.
it doesn't really like bounce pass, kind of. It has some like
The
give
rubber.
to it. Yeah.
Super bands, maybe?
I don't know if it's the rubber, because the right one bounce pass is fine, but I think that one just might have like a little more give to it than this. That make like kind of kills it.
Let's see. He's doing what he needs to do if he's gonna catch up.
Yeah, spinner's super valuable, and it's 2,000 spin. Yeah, flies through and doesn't land in the saucer, but either saucer. A
Right.
little frustrating, but yeah, we're still not even in the range of counting bonus. But that's a great ball 3, but yeah. Yeah, I don't, even a max bonus then wouldn't have caught it, but yeah. That's still a solid score on Harlem, though. So,
All right, so Zach
Zach
will be
is
moving
through.
on to
Do
the
we
round
have
of
a-
8.